Welcome to the Slam Tilt stream. First time in a while. We're going to play some Mousin Around. Also going to talk about some changes coming to the channel soon. The first change is we should be at 1080p right now. Started upgrading. Well, I was always recording at 1080, but I was only streaming at 720. But looks like everyone's streaming at 1080 by now, or at this point. So just upped it. This is Mousin Around, my latest acquisition. This one took a long time to shop. This was a pain in the ass, but it'll all be worth it. This is probably one of my favorite System 11 games. Maybe my favorite. I can't think of any System 11 game I like more than this one. So, this is running the competition Soren ROM, which negates the whole center ramp issue. Although on mine, whenever you shoot for the center ramp, it just immediately drains anyway. So, not that you would actually shoot for it. All the other ramp flaps, yeah, they've been taking these off. So, like, just come shooting down. I guess I could try that. I mean, it doesn't really bother me. The other thing is, this is a design flaw. When you hit this orbit, it comes all the way around and it comes down here. The problem is they actually use this gate as part of the guide. And the problem is it's a gate. It moves. It's not always in the same position. So you don't always get the same ball path there. Sometimes it will come out funny. It'll hit this post and sometimes even drain you, which is frustrating, especially when it plays as fast as it's going to play right now. The other thing you'll notice is my right 16-digit alphanumeric display is missing a digit or a segment. Actually, right at the beginning of the stream, I noticed it was there and now it's gone again. So I have a feeling, I believe the chip is failing. That's in there. So I was just going to order a new one. Then I realized they're like $200 because the games that use the two 16-digit alphanumerics in this configuration side to side, there's only like 8 of them, which I didn't know, because typically you buy them, either they're stacked or they're side to side, but there's only 8 that are like this. So let's see, what else? Yeah. My orbit behaves most of the time. The other issue is because I have the rubber post in there. If you take the rubber post out, it's actually more consistent, because then if it just kind of grazes it, it'll still go through, as opposed to now it'll bounce around. But I've been able to dig a lot of balls out of there with that post rubber. So I'm also using a smaller... The rubber they give you in the kits these days, the mini post rubber, is like the larger mini post rubber. That's not what they used back in the day. They had like the smaller type. That's what I have on there. It's not as big. I have regular flippers on this. This originally would have came with the, I don't know what you call them, segmented flippers. They're slightly longer than 3 inches. They were used on like Bugs Bunny's birthday, whatever, Radical. They're used on a few System 11 games. Also the center post. It looks like on this one it was removed early and it just has the nylon plug in there, which you don't want the center post. It's not necessary. Let's see. Any other things before I start playing? I will say this has some of the best sound of any System 11 game. Tough to beat the music on this game. And hopefully you'll be able to hear it pretty good.
So you want to mouse around?
And the Flashers light show takes place here. So basically, the idea of the game is getting a multi-ball and get the jackpot. There's a little more to it than that. There is actually, you know what? I should change this right here. Hold on, we're going to make a change. Because we can't see what we need to see here. There we go. Now if you look on the right side, get this a little There we go. On the right side, that is your jackpot value. Starts at $1 million. You want to get that up before you get in a multi-ball. Because if you get in a multi-ball and your jackpot's only $1 million, that's pretty sad. If it's $5 million, it's awesome. You get that jackpot raised by either spelling cheese or hitting the skill shot. So the skill shot is ultra important in this game. We're going to see if we can get this one. Got it. So, we're already up to 1.5 million. So I'm going to work on my cheese here. Oh, that was neat. Had an air ball there. That's pretty neat. I had an air ball, so the game didn't compensate for it in the shooter lane, and it left the gate in the back up. So when I plunged it, it just came right back around. Now, the thing you're hearing is over here. So if I hit that, whoops, before it runs out, too late, it'll activate a playfield doubler for, mine I think it's 8 seconds. I have this set to hard. Oh, that was dumb. Alright. Just listen to that music. So that got us up to 2 million. We'll go for some more cheese. And there you go. See, it bounced right off the post. I changed my mind. I'm going for multi-ball. Well, actually, since I have it on this flipper. Whoa. Only need the E. Little variations on the theme. I'm going to try to alley pass this one. There we go. Oh. Gotcha. There's 2 trap mechs, one here, one up here. Again, skill shot, ultra important. We're going to try to get this here. Ah. Gotcha! Come on. There we go. Now we're going to try to get control. Oh, it's not looking good. Oh, I lucked out there. You want to relock. You want to get him in these 2 traps again. And I find this just so freaking hard. Ah! Alright. Especially when I can't hit shit. Alright. There we go. Alright. Head for the hole. Again, different music. Just listen to the music. Ugh. There we go. 2.5. Ah! And that's pretty much the game. You got center ramp.
Head for the hole!
Relit my kickback. Again, listen to the music. Ah! Wow. We spelled mousetrap again already. You see, it reset my jackpot value once I got out of the multi-ball. Gotcha! Yeah, the music is by Mr. Forden. Thank you, Mr. Dan Forden. Gotcha!
Let's get out of here!
No, too late. Alright. No! Oh shit.
Head for the hole!
Counts. Now I have a timer. 6 seconds. Holy shit. Alright. Or 8. Yeah, 5, 4, 3. Whoa. Your jackpot with successful music. We hit that doubler. There we go. Everything's double.
Those darn mice.
Is that just ball one? Damn. Okay. Ah. Okay. Small town pinball. What game ROMs are you using? Are they the default game ROMs or are they the Soren ROMs? I have to ask that question.
Head for the hole!
Ah. Default? Okay. I had the exact same issue. I know exactly what you mean. Some of the sounds are different, and when like jackpot or when multi-balls, at some point, either when you're locking balls, there's like no music at all, and it just goes silent. The issue for me... So yeah. The issue for me is there's newer sound ROMs, there's like version 2, and that's what I actually had in the game. And it just didn't work. Like I had There was an extra sound ROM too that wasn't even used in version 1. It's hard to explain. It was 3 new sound ROMs. Originally it had version 1, and then 3 of the 4 sound ROMs they went to version 2, but it actually added a ROM. So I had put the new version 2s in there because I figure I want the latest and greatest. Bad decision. I had to put the original ROMs back in. So you want version 1. I don't know where to get version 1 because the only stuff I see online is version 2. So that was my experience. Once I put version 1 sound ROMs back in, all the sounds were normal. I had all my music. I had everything. That's funny. I thought maybe it was an issue with the Soren ROMs expecting version 1 of the sound when I had version 2, but I guess not. Ah! Give me a flip. Whoa. Gotcha!
Let's get out of here.
Shoot. No! Save! Fail! Oh, it was a good save, though. Yeah, crap. Oh! Another good save. I'm gonna need that kickback. Oh!
Those darn mice.
Alright, we'll get to hear the cool high score music. There really isn't a bad song on this game. Just listen to that. And now the best match sequence in pinball. This is the best match sequence in pinball, man. Here we go. It's actually better when it plays the regular music and doesn't go back into the high score music. Yes, I am in the bunker. Let's see, what fun did I have with this game? My Odyssey. Purchasing it was an interesting experience. Let's just say that. When I got it, 5 of the coils didn't work. And it was just a fuse. Literally. Let's see. The diverter had issues. Not a surprise. That diverter mech is very interesting. Took it all apart, cleaned it, put it back together, still didn't work right. Eventually put a stiffer spring in. That's all that needed to be in there. That fixed the issue. The 3-bank, when I got the game, the 3-bank looked wonky. It looked like it was sticking on one side, and it's because the entire bracket was destroyed. It was just busted. And I learned something interesting. At least on my Mousin Around, I got a new bracket from Marco, and it didn't fit. It was too narrow. So then I got one from Planetary Pinball. Since they own the rights, I figure if anyone knows how to make the part right, they do. And it was the same issue. Well, luckily, when I got mine from Planetary Pinball, I also ordered the actual plastic piece that the targets are on, and it's narrower. This Mousin must use a slightly wider the piece the targets are on. It's so weird. So that was a pain in the ass. The entire back panel is a nightmare. Behind that back panel, you have full light board, 4 switches. You have 1 switch at the entrance, and then there is a board with 3 switches on it. So this thing could literally, if you fired all 3 balls back there, it could detect all 3 in like a trough. And it has a coil that releases 1 ball at a time, and the coil looked fine, but around the coil was all black, it just burnt. So I replaced the coil and the flasher. And all that shit back there, they only give you 2 connectors. There's a connector for the 2 boards, the light board and the switch board. So I made connectors for the flasher, the coil, and the other switch. So I can take the entire back panel off if I need to. The actual play field, taking stuff off, is pretty easy because there's just big plastic pieces. They Loctited all the posts. So when I started taking the posts off, every one of them busted off. I had to replace a bunch of screws and a bunch of T-nuts. Pain in the ass. The rubbers that were in the game, several of them were wrong. So I had to... There's no rubber diagram for this thing. So I had to just look at the internet and figure out where they went. Let's see, anything else? The shooter knob was like melted. It was bizarre. But it's all good now. My audio is lagging. Oh no. Maybe I shouldn't have went to 1080p then. Like, is it really bad? Like when I talk now, am I not in sync? I did run a few tests ahead of time. Seems fine here? Okay. What could be very possible is because I went to 1080, people with maybe a slower connection will have an issue with. We'll see how this goes. I might go back to 720, but every other pinball stream I've seen, they're all doing native 1080 now. And every video game one I've seen are all 1080. So I figured that's the way to go. My bit rate's only like 5, so it's not like it's really high. Anything else? Yes, the pivoting playfield's a pain in the ass because you can't pull the thing out at all. It's just so hard to get at anything back there. Thank God. Okay, trivia time. What was the first game? What was the first Williams game that actually had the playfield where you could pull the thing out? Trivia. Who knows the answer? Who knows the answer? It's in this room. It's over there. What was the first game that did away with the pivot so you can actually pull the damn thing out and work on it easily? Terminator 2, nope. Terminator 2 is a pivoting playfield. Any other guesses? You got the right designer though. Right designer. Black Knight? The original? I guess the original, technically, you can pull the playfield out. You got me on that one. But if you mean Black Knight 2000, no. That had a double pivot. Playfield pivoted and the upper playfield pivoted. The upper playfield is an awesome piece of design, I have to say. That was by Joe Jose, who did a lot of the old Stern games. He was at Williams and he came up with the pivot that they use for the upper playfield. Makes it super easy to work on. No more guesses? I thought it'd be easy. I said same designer. You only need to go one game after Terminator 2 and you got the answer. And no cheating. No looking at IPDB. F-14 Tomcat. Nope, you're going back in time. That's also a pain in the ass to work on. That has that whole like board at the bottom of the playfield. That's another royal pain in the ass. Because at least this game, they use some connectors. For F-14 Tomcat, they hadn't got the whole connector idea yet. So they would use boards, but have no connectors, and everything's directly soldered. And it's soldered, it's through the playfield, so you can't remove anything. Terrible. Getaway is correct. And actually, the sample getaways did not have they had the pivoting playfield. But they finally got smart. Because someone saw that supercharger and said, yeah, if anyone needs to work on that, they're going to be screwed. Yes, Replay FX, they have a Mousin, and I think they have the same thing. They have regular flippers on it and no center post, which is the only way to do it. Those stupid carrot flippers or whatever they're called, I hate them. And the center post is just not necessary.
So you want to mouse around?
All right, I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can equal that last game. That was my best game so far on it. All right. Like I said, I like to start getting some cheese first. Oh, and I used the kickback immediately. Oh, that hurts. Oh! You see that one? Miss it to the left. Hit that huge rubber. Boom! Dead. Oh, come on. I'm missing these skill shots. These hurt. This is System 11. This is the era where skill shots actually mean something. They're actually important. You do not want to miss them. This is more like a typical Mousin game right here. Cheese flippers, not notched flippers. Let's see, you had this game. Radical had them. Bugs Bunny had them. Who else had them? Did Elvira have them? Maybe not. What are you doing? Okay, that was a very poor game. Ow. That hurt. Here we go. Let's just listen to the brilliance. Oh yeah. Okay, so Elvira did have it.
So you want to mouse around?
I love how the lights just start to come on. Like, whoa, okay. It's almost like it's telling you, come on, let's go. Synchronized flasher effects. Oh, that's the other cool thing. There's a flasher right here. You can see it. It's even a little brighter than the other flashers because it's an LED. Because the flasher that was there exploded. Like literally one of the first games I played on this after I shopped everything out. I hit a ball over here and I see smoke come up. I turn the game off, but there's like no burning coil smell or anything. And the first thing that's in my head, it's like, I bet you a flasher blew up. And sure enough, it did. So the cool thing is the LED flashers, they don't have the dome. They're recessed, so won't have to worry about that. Man, I am sucking at the skill shots all of a sudden. Oh, yeah. Oh, look at that flow. Look at that flow. Such a good playfield. Shit. Stop hitting that. As far as I can tell, when you have double scoring, it doesn't double that shot, which is lame. As far as I can tell. And there you go.
Those darn
I
mice.
think if you watch that, it came down and it hit the post. And it made it go boom. So if I remove that post, this would be more consistent. But then you can't save anything on that side. Alright. Can we get a little better here? Nope. Getting worse. I want more cheese. Crap.
Head for the hole!
Dun, 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 dun. Alright. We got up to like 2 million. Let's get those locks ready. Gotcha! Again, music. Can't beat System 11 music. You really can't. Ah! Another missed skill shot. Man, those hurt. And he blows the kickback. That will hurt. Gotcha! Get out of here! There we go. Finally hit one. Oh, crap. Oh, this ain't good.
Head for the hole!
Perfect. Oh, and he blows it. That was the perfect setup. I'm gonna be patient here. Alright, that's fine. I want to at least get one jackpot here. Four, 3, 2, got it.
Yeah, baby! Head for the hole!
Oh, crap. I love that. I've only heard that like twice. I don't know what makes it make that different sound. What are we at? 1.5? That's not much. Oh! Gotcha! Between Ron and Stewie? That's right. Where's Family Guy? I don't understand why Family Guy isn't here. See how important that skill shot is, because I just upped it to 2 million. And if I did this one, if only I was more accurate and stuff. Oh.
Those darn mice.
Like, every sound effect is awesome, too. Oh, reset back to 1 million. It must do that if you get at least one jackpot. Damn, I did not realize that. That's rude. Man, I need more cheese then. Ah, crap. Ah! Oh, the other thing you may have noticed, this game actually is LED'd. And it looks good. This is running the OCD board. So all the controlled lights are LED, but they don't look like ass or give me seizures. So that's a good thing. And they fade off and on. Look at that. Look good. All right. We're going to have some new additions coming to the Slam Tilt stream very soon. I'll just show you one of them now. We've been upgrading our equipment. So we have the command center right here with the stern row behind me. But a new feature that will be coming soon to the Slam Tilt stream will be... Dun, 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 it will be... Pinball karaoke. Bet you can't wait for that. Yes, there will be karaoke being sung here on the stern row. Incredibly exciting, right? Oh my. So if there's any requests, you can send them to our Facebook page, I guess, or our email. Reverb, wait a minute. I do have some, hold on. Listen close. There is some reverb. It's minor, but it's there. I didn't want to go completely crazy with the reverb. Would make it like an echo chamber. But I did have some reverb on there. Yes, it's very, very slight reverb. Because I don't like it crazy. I mean, I guess if the song warrants it, there's actually a plugin for OBS where you can add the reverb. I wish I knew about some of the plugins. Or not the plugins, they're called filters. Because, well, you guys can't see this, but over there I have an Alesis compressor actually going through my mixing board. A much... more pro style equipment. So I have a compressor on that thing, so you can shout as loud as you want. No, Zach should not be allowed to sing ever. God, no, that shouldn't happen. So, since we're all stuck at home, I mean, I'll play a couple more games of Mousin, and then whatever the chat wants me to play. We have a wide variety, a wide selection of games. If you want to see some classic Stearns, if you want to see some Bally Williams, if you want to see just about anything. I think everything is working except Stars as a flipper that's sticking, so that's kind of out. But so what you'll have, well, oh God, you've lost that love and feeling. Now wait a minute, am I supposed to sing both parts? That's going to be difficult. All right, let's go back to... So, let's see. More Bally's from this era? As far as not really, I mean, there's Williams games from this era. I have roller games. Let's see, what do I have? We have, your selection would be, well, you can see them behind me. We have the Quicksilver, Meteor, and we have Black Knight. The stars, that's kind of broken. Harlem Globetrotters, F-14 Tomcat, Lethal Weapon 3 AC/DC. Mousin is here. Black Rose, that was my last stream. Whodunit. Terminator 3. Demo Man, I love me some Demo Man. Dirty Harry. World Cup Soccer. Total Annihilation. Total Nuclear Annihilation. Getaway, No Fear. Deadpool. Roller Games. Dialed In. Actually, Deadpool might have been my last stream. Cheetah, 9-Ball. Spider-Man. Big Game, Stargazer. Dragon Fist. And my 2 EMs, I have a Spanish Eyes and a Prospector. Oh man, we got multiple requests. Okay. So we can do 1 or 2 games on each of them. We have the rig. We have the power. A killer light bill. Actually, my electric bill is it did not change once I got all the games. I think it would only be an issue if I had all of them on all of the time, which I don't. Which reminds me, I probably should turn those sterns off in the back here that I'm not playing. All right, we'll mouse around another time here.
So you want to mouse around?
See if we can hit some of these skill shots. They're very poor. There we go. Let's see if we can get a 5 million jackpot. That's the goal. We're going to max out our jackpot value and get the 5 million. So I got a goal now. Shit. There goes the pulse. Kickback blown immediately. Ah! I love it. Inconsistent turd. Miss. Against my better judgment. Oh! Fail! Alright. Come on. There we go.
Head for the hole!
Dun, 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 dun. Alright. Super important skill shots here. Damn it! That's the hardest one, I think. And it's all the way on the left. We're just gonna go for the cheese. And we're gonna miss. We're gonna miss again and drain. No.
Head for the hole!
Alright. No. Fail.
Gotcha. There, you little...
Let's get out of here!
can still do this during multi-ball. Another cool thing.
Head for the hole!
Can't seem to get that feed. There we go. Alright.
Head for the hole!
$5 million.
Head for the hole!
Ah. I never really explained this doubler. It'll start doing that whenever you hit 2 consecutive ramp shots. So if I hit 1, 2, it'll start.
Head for the hole!
I should probably go for multi-ball again, huh? And miss. And miss. I missed one below, one above. There we go. Ow! Pinball Profile is here. Crap. Oh, that was so poor. Oh, you knew that was going to use the kickback, too. Now I can't hit shit. That was a costly drain, too. Down to like 1 million jackpot value. Gotcha! Oh boy. Alright. Gotcha! Alright, one more skill shot attempt.
Let's get out of here!
No! Oh, that almost got right back in there. Alright. Ah. Oh!